Hello, welcome to Coin Times with Maria Matic. We all seen incredible pump of Ripple and how it rose to the second place on the coin market cap, even overthrowing Ethereum for a brief period of time. But it actually lost around 40% of its gains so far. And if it doesn't hold, the support doesn't hold, it's probably going to drop further. Pump was due to announcement of the launch of xRapid in October. But there were other important news, like PNC Bank has announced a partnership with Ripple, and it's going to use, although it's going to use RippleNet, not xRapid, so it's not going to use actual XRP for cross-border settlements. However, this might change, but there are other impressive partnerships of Ripple, like Western Union, etc. So actually the pump happened one day after the announcement of the xRapid launch. And then, but I've also noticed that so many news outlets, there was a huge media hype. It looked like even there was a lot of paid content in the media. So it kind of looked like a pre-planned pump, well, at least to me. Other things which I've read is that the Bank for International Settlements said about Ripple that it's centralized, that it's not permissionless. They basically stopped short of saying that it's a security, but they said like Ripple is issuing XRP, full stop. Crypto community do not really care about what Bank for International Settlements has to say, usually, but in relations to Ripple, which is trying to be a compliant coin, it might be important to note this. I've also noticed that McCaleb, he's a former co-founder of Ripple, has been selling his coins. So he's been selling, increasingly selling. He's been selling like 20,000 per day at the beginning of summer. And right now he's been selling around 500,000 per day, which is not a large figure. It cannot really influence the price because it's just like, I don't know, $150,000 or $200,000 worth per day. This cannot really drop the price. However, I just noticed that his address is public. You can see it for yourself. He holds 7% of the total supply of Ripple. However, I think it's held in escrow of Ripple Foundation. And they have, for these 7 billion XRP, 5 billion are obliged by the contract. So he cannot sell them just like that all in one go or whatever. He has to sell them. There is a percentage based on the average daily volume traded on exchanges of XRP. So he needs to follow those guidelines, those rules placed in the agreement. So what can we expect next? I would expect maybe a small pump around the Swell conference, which will be attended by Bill Clinton, who's going to be a key speaker for Ripple. He's probably going to shill and praise Ripple, etc. However, I'm not sure how smart this is because, I mean, connecting cryptocurrency to political leaders and I don't know, it kind of polarizes people based on political affiliation. So half of USA is for Trump, or people around the world feel quite strongly in this or other way about this or other US president because they are very influential. So I don't think it's a smart move to have this kind of polarization. However, I can understand that maybe they need those influential figures in order to pitch to central banks, to pitch to large banks, etc. I would also expect a pump around the launch of xRapid around that time. However, the sustained price increase, I don't think it will happen unless there is a proper adoption of xRapid and if the settlements of XRP actually raise the use of xRapid actually raise the demand for XRP. And then we will see how are those banks going to buy XRP. Are they going to hold it, or they basically need to have to hold those XRP for settlements for just like a couple of seconds, but they're probably going to have some certain amounts held they're going to be certain amounts held by them. I'm not sure who are they going to buy them from. Are they going to buy them from exchanges or from the Ripple Foundation? I remember that they were buying a lot of Ripple from Ripple Foundation, XRP from Ripple Foundation even earlier. So this is probably going to be the path in the future as well. We are going to see, and this will be the things which will influence the price and which are important to investors. So let's see what's going to happen in October. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye.